How's it hanging, Rams? I'm Madison Strasheim.
And I'm Hattie Williams. Welcome to CTV Cooks. In today's episode, we battle it out to see who has the best bao in Fort Collins. Then I'll show you what cocktails I learned how to make at Magic Rat.
Plus, we visit Ryan's Sports Bar to see their plans for rebranding and learn how to make one of my favorite meals. All this and more tonight on CTV Cooks.
For tonight's rendition of Cocktail Creations, I headed over to the Magic Rat, a live music venue / bar with an offbeat and unique atmosphere. Let's take a look. What's shaking, Rams? Today I am here at the Magic Rat with Amanda. We're going to be creating some new cocktails and she's going to be showing me everything she knows.
Well, Magic Rat is a Bruce Springsteen kind of theme bar. So both Jungle Land and Brilliant Disguise are kind of the names of some of his songs. It makes us super unique. We don't just do mixers or beers. We serve specialty cocktails throughout all of our shows, no matter how busy we are. We're going to start with the Jungle Land here.
Okay, what do we start with?
So we'll start here with our Bacardi. Going to do 1.5 ounces of rum. And the Jungle Land is pretty much a riff of the Jungle Bird, which is a tiki style drink. Tiki kind of meaning exotic fruit juices with a lighter dark rum. In this case, we're going to use a light rum. Awesome. So we'll go ahead and put that in this tall tin right here.
Okay.
Perfect. So we're going to do 3/4 ounces of the pineapple syrup, this kind of being the exotic fruit for our tiki style drink.
Ooh, I love it.
Then with that, we're going to do 1/2 ounce of Campari. So Campari is going to be an Italian liqueur. It is a little bit bitter, but it's going to help us kind of cut through that really super sweet pineapple syrup because it is very sweet. So we're going to do 3/4 ounces of lime juice, and this is just going to kind of bring some brightness to the drink. We've got sweet, we've got bitter. Take a scoop of ice, put those guys together, and give it a good 20 shakes or so.
Okay.
And then to pour it out, we're not going to dump the ice in. We're actually just going to take this top off here and strain it into the pint glass. We're just going to go ahead, pour that guy in there. And now in this case, we're going to kind of layer it a little bit. It's going to give it kind of a nicer presentation. So we will take a somewhat hefty scoop of ice and put that in there. And unlike most drinks, we're not topping it with ginger beer or bubbles. We're actually going to top this one with an IPA. This adds an awesome layer of just like texture, a little more flavor, and you can kind of see how that color just kind of really layers it out and makes it look a little bit unique. Grab one of those guys, put that on there.
How does the beer mix with the hard liquor? I've never had a drink that does that.
I think it just kind of takes, you know, kind of a regular drink, such the tiki style drink, and just kind of heightens it. It brings that bubbles without having to add champagne, without having to add ginger beer. So you're not sweetening it up too much. You're not making it too bitter. You're kind of keeping that balance when you add the beer.
I think I need to try it.
I most definitely think you need to try it.
All right. Do you recommend mixing it? Do you squeeze the lime in? How do I drink this?
I would say just start from the bottom and lift the straw up in this case. But you could totally mix it, but then we're going to lose our layers a little bit.
Yeah, we don't want to lose the layers.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I would never think to mix rum and Campari and pineapple and lime and then top it with beer, but it actually turns out to be a really, really interesting kind of drink.
Wow. Can I say I'm a beer girl now? This is great. So we just finished the Jungle Land cocktail, and I heard this next one is your favorite one, so I'm intrigued.
So we're going to do kind of a spin off of a Paloma, which is a tequila drink with grapefruit and lime. But we're going to pizzazz this one up and kind of turn it into a little bit of a spicy margarita. Hence, we have a tahini and salt rim kind of started for you. And Now we can get to making the good stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and start with 1.5 ounces of that silver tequila. In this case, we're gonna use Exotico. The cool thing about tequila is it actually takes 7 years, give or take, for that agave plant to mature. And then we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of this Ancho Reyes liqueur. So this is gonna be kind of a chili liqueur. It's very sweet, but it's also partially what's gonna give this drink a little bit of a kick. And then we're gonna do a full ounce of the lime juice here. The fun part here is going to be the habanero bitters. Bitters in general are kind of going to be like the salt and pepper of your drink. We'll ice it, shake it, and kind of same with the other. We're just going to give it a nice 20 shakes.
I wasn't counting. 20.
Which is perfect because even if you weren't counting, you can kind of see how that condensation built even if you start losing count.
Oh no.
I got you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So we'll go ahead and strain that into there.
Awesome. Oh, I can smell it.
Yeah, it is. It's very aromatic for sure. And then we'll go ahead and add some ice. And then we have our grapefruit Doritos. This is kind of where that Paloma part comes in. And this is gonna really brighten it up. And then we'll go ahead and garnish it with a lime and give it a good taste.
Okay. Can definitely taste all of the lime, the tequila, all of those habanero flavors are coming out. So it's really good. And it's not as spicy as I thought it was going to be. I was a little nervous.
Pretty well balanced. It's pretty well balanced.
Well, it was so much fun cooking up these crazy cocktails with you, but I think it's time to send it back to you guys in the studio. Wow, Madison, I had so much fun cooking up these cocktails, but if I had to pick a favorite, I mean, they were both so good, but if I had to pick one favorite, it's got to be the Jungle Land. It was just so good, and it was sweet, and I know you didn't get to taste them, but you got to help me film them. So I don't know, what do you think of them?
I really thought both drinks were really pretty, but I really liked Brilliant Disguise because I got to drink the leftover Doritos, and it was so good.
It was nice that they had a non-alcoholic option for my little under 21-year-old to be able to enjoy some Mexican soda. It was really fun to have you there filming, but oh man, full of expression with unique cocktails, the Magic Rat delivers a truly magical experience. I really enjoyed my experience there, and I can't wait to go again. With that, we're going to take a quick break, but stick around for more Cooks content right here on CTV 11.
Awkward. Do I look familiar? I should. You might remember me from here. Here. Or maybe even here.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
It can actually be a perfect moment to reach out to a friend and ask if they're okay if they seem down.
Doesn't matter how you say it.
You all right?
Everything's okay?
All G?
You all right, girl?
Oh,
You cool?
You bugging dog.
Just show you're there for them. Go on, Kelly. Seize the awkward.
Hey, you haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back from the break, Rams.
For this month's version of Hattie vs. Maddie, we checked out 2 of Fort Collins' bao featuring restaurants to figure out which place has the most bountiful bao.
What's up, Rams? Last month we went on a journey to find who's got the best chicken and waffles in Fort Collins. This month we've got a new battle to go through.
It's a bao battle, and we're here at Chopstickers, so let's head on in.
Located right off Elizabeth near CSU's campus is Chopstickers. This Chinese cuisine restaurant offers a wide variety of dumplings, noodles, and of course, bao. we decided to order the pork water-fried bao and the soup dumplings, the most popular dishes on the menu. Soup dumplings consist of delicately flattened dough that is filled with meat and soup. These little pouches are sealed with a pleated top and steamed in bamboo baskets. When you eat them, you poke a hole in the dough and drink the soup, adding a bite of the dough and pork filling to make the taste complete. In addition to the soup dumplings, we also ordered water-fried bao. Bao is a cousin to the dumpling, made up of a thicker dough and a meat filling. Bao can be steamed or fried depending on preference. These light and fluffy buns are best when dipped in soy sauce and eaten right after they are cooked. Bao is a sweeter version of your typical bread bun, and as so can be made with a variety of savory or sweet options.
That was unbelievable.
I absolutely agree.
I think it's time for us to head to our next place.
Let's do it. We just finished at Chopstickers and we're here now at Asana Foods.
And we're gonna see, does their bao measure up?
Let's check it out.
Asana Foods is an Asian cuisine restaurant located off LeMay and Prospect. This small but mighty location is exploding with different dishes from ramen to poke and yes, bao. Although they did not have soup dumplings, we decided to get a menu favorite to go with our bao: boba tea. Boba tea originated in Taiwan and is made with milk tea and chewy tapioca balls. These boba teas were the perfect thing to pair with our bao. The bao served here was slightly less traditional than at Chopstickers. Instead of steamed and pan-fried, these were completely fried, adding an extra crunch to the outside of the bao. The golden brown look of the bao and the crunch added so much to the soft interior and meat filling. This bao was definitely worth fighting over.
Both places were bao-tastic.
But we're gonna let you guys in the studio decide.
After eating two totally different bao dishes at two wonderful restaurants, I've got to say this decision is difficult. But I think I'm going to have to go with Asana Foods! It was so good, and like the crispity crunch of the bao buns were so good, and I really loved the filling on the inside. It was amazing.
I have to agree. I mean, Asana Foods was so delicious. I think the crunch really added a lot. And, oh my gosh, it was just so good. But while I did love the bao at Asana Foods, I think I'm going to have to disagree with you on this one. I actually really like the traditional one of Chopstickers. So, I don't know. It was definitely my pick is Chopstickers. It was a hard decision, but I think I'm going to have to go with the more traditional style of it.
I really like the traditional style too, but I'm going to have to stick with my crispy favorite.
Oh man, I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree on this one.
We definitely took Hattie versus Maddie literally this time, but that's what makes it fun.
True. Although, all right, Rams, stick around because after the break, Madison will go over to Ryan's Sports Bar and Grill to check out their future.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
This month, I sat down with Ryan's Sports Bar and Grill to discuss their rebranding and see what makes them one of Fort Collins' favorite spots to grab a beer and watch the game.
While Ryan's Sports Bar and Grill has been around for a while, they are looking to revamp with a new name and a new brand, Grey Rock Sports Grill.
We changed ownership actually in December of 2020 and just looking for a fresh start.
General Manager Ty Anderson is getting prepared for the new updates.
Honestly, I've ran the place for 15 years and so having that new life into it is kind of like starting over again. It's fun.
But with the new name comes a lot of cool new upgrades.
Looking at redoing the patio, bathrooms, all the fixtures and everything. Just looking to breathe some new life into it.
While the restaurant has faced many challenges from COVID, they still remain one of the coolest places in town to watch the game and enjoy a themed snack.
We have hundreds of regulars, whether it's daily, weekly, bi-monthly, whatever it is. We have hundreds of people that come all the time, and it's got to be because of our staff, because they like coming back and seeing friendly faces and people they know that take care of them.
I am so excited to see all of the new updates that Grey Rock Sports Grill is going to have. I love listening to live music, so I'm so excited to see what the outdoor patio is going to look like. Next up, Hattie and I put on our chef hats on right here in the studio for a new twist on a classic dish. Stay tuned after this quick break.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes, and you come to mine. This is it. First impression. My way in. But here's the thing. Can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Can one piece of paper really tell you my whole story? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or how anytime there was an opportunity, I was the first one to step up. Because I wasn't gonna let my life, my circumstances dictate who I was gonna become. And all of that determination, the commitment, the drive, that's me. And that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume, discover new ways to develop great talent like me.
Welcome back from the break. Now, it's been pretty chilly this week, and Hattie and I have the perfect solution to warm up.
That's right. Our dish of the day will be our classic grilled cheese and soup. But we're going to try something a bit unconventional, air-fried grilled cheese.
I'm a bit worried about this, but it does sound good, so let's give it a try.
All right, let's get started. What do we do next?
So first, we're going to grab 2 pieces of bread. This is sourdough bread, which is going to be the best kind of bread.
Obviously, sourdough bread is always the best kind of bread.
Yes, and then we have to butter both sides of the bread.
Okay.
Before we put it into the air fryer.
All right, so it's kind of like normal grilled cheese.
Yes.
But air fried.
Yeah, a different way of cooking it, I would say.
Perfect, and we've got our nifty little air fryer right here, and I believe that we're gonna put it in for 400 degrees for 4 to 5 minutes?
4 to 5 minutes, and we have to flip it at some point.
Well, do you think it's gonna get crispy?
I think so. I mean, I've cooked things in the air fryer before, and it is a nifty little tool. So, and it always makes things really crispy. Like, I cook chicken nuggets in there all the time, and they always turn out really good.
Ooh,
so
I'm excited.
Hopefully this turns out good, too. I'm almost finished with the butter.
Oh, you butter both sides.
Yeah.
I always have only buttered one side each. I don't ever butter both sides.
I think for this, we should butter both so that it's extra crispy.
I'm with you on that. And we do have our soup here that is getting ready. We'll cook that later, but let's get this in the air fryer first. So what we want to do, we're going to take out this little drawer, and
we're going to put the bread into the air fryer, and then we're actually going to layer our cheese on top of that before we put on the other slice of bread.
Perfect. What kind of cheese do you like using for your grilled cheese?
I like cheddar cheese, but there's like on the recipe it said you could use all kinds of different cheese. So.
That's so funny. I have only ever had people use sliced cheese, and I usually use shredded cheese. Yeah. It's a little different.
It said that on the recipe too, that you could use shredded cheese, but I was like, maybe this works.
It is the traditional kind.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to put it in, and then let's see. We want 4 minutes. 400 degrees.
Yes.
All right. So while that cooks, I think we need to get ready on our soup.
Yeah, I really wish we had some tomato soup. Oh, look, tomato soup.
We found some. All right, well, let's get cooking on it.
Alrighty.
So this one, we do a can of the soup, and then we do the water, right?
Yes.
All right. Oh, I can hear it cooking. I can already smell it. It smells amazing.
I wore red just in case I got it on my shirt.
Woo! It's a little warm. We turned it up a little too high, I think. All right, well, and then we need to add some water. So I'm just going to take my water bottle and add some water in there. Maybe that'll cool it down a little bit. We never said we were professional chefs.
No.
We just said that we like cooking. And
yes.
more importantly, we like eating.
Food. Yes, eating food.
All right.
Our specialty.
Let's get this all mixed up. It looks pretty mixed. What do you think?
Oh yeah, that looks good. Hopefully I turned it down a little bit, maybe.
I think it should be good. Now that it's got the water in there, it should be good. All right, well, while that heats up, I'd love to know, what are your favorite memories eating grilled cheese?
Oh, my boyfriend for Valentine's Day just made me grilled cheese and tomato soup, and it was delicious.
Oh
and
my gosh.
It was so much fun. And he had to remake it a couple of times because he burned it, but it was pretty good.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. See, I remember making grilled cheese with my mom on really cold, snowy days, kind of like today, and just snuggling in bed and drinking the soup and eating the grilled cheese, and it was just amazing. It's such a good memory.
Yeah.
Such a classic dish.
For real.
And since this is taking a little bit of time, I think we actually already have a grilled cheese ready. I think it's right down here, actually. Yes. Oh! Oh my gosh. So that's what it ends up looking like.
Yes.
It's so crispy. It's like perfectly golden brown. Look at that.
Yeah. It looks
Oh
delicious.
my goodness.
I'm excited to cut into it.
All right.
Here.
Do we cut into it right now?
I don't know.
I think we should. Yeah, I'm ready for it. I want to try it. Move this one over a little.
Oh, it's really crunchy.
Oh man. I feel like it's even crunchier because it was in the air fryer.
Yeah, totally.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
All right.
Beautiful.
You take your half, I take mine?
Yes.
All right, cheers.
Oh my gosh. That is so good.
It's very crunchy. I like it.
Ooh.
Very crunchy.
You could tell it's definitely been fried.
Exactly. Air fried. Specifically.
It's really airy on the inside.
Okay. It's definitely different than something you cook on a stovetop. I feel like a stovetop, it's really kind of soft in the middle.
Yeah.
But this one's like crispy throughout. Except
yeah.
for the cheese. The cheese is still pretty cheesy.
Yeah.
All right. I think our soup is heated up. Do we want to try it with our soup? I think we have to, right? All right. Pour that in there.
Looks so good.
All right, I won't overfill it. Okay. Let's turn this off. We don't want to start a fire in the studio today.
No, not today.
All right. I think now we need to dip it. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep. It's good.
Oh, look.
The other one's ready.
Look at that. Yep. I approve. I love this.
Definitely a good college meal.
Exactly. It's so easy to make, too. That was really good. I'm very surprised at how well it turned out.
I'll definitely be making this again.
Oh, yeah.
And with that, Rams, is all the time we have for Cheesy Cooks related content tonight.
We hope you enjoyed the show. Tune in tomorrow night for the Thursday night broadcast right here on CTV 11. Good night.